Good afternoon once again, and welcome to the High Vibe, and welcome to our conversation called The Conversation. I'm here with, my name is Marvin O'Brien, which is I like to be called OB, and we here with some great teammates that I love to death and learning to get along with, like sisters and brothers and families. We're having a great time, and we're going to go forward with this thing. We feel very confident with it. Anyway, Cousin Maze, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic.
Cousin Maze from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
That's good to know. Good to know. Lady G,
Hey.
from Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah,
You weren't one of them stepperettes in the Sonic Boom, were you?
No, I was not. I actually, I was born there, but I left when I was 4 years
Right,
old
okay.
and moved to Kansas.
Gotcha. Man, Kansas City. Jackson got some of the best catfish, man, I've ever had. I've been to homecoming down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
good to see you tonight.
You too.
Dr. Simone, how you doing this
I'm
evening?
doing great. You're talking about those stepperettes.
Yes.
The Jackson State University.
Yeah.
J-Sets.
The J-Sets. That's
That
right.
was the music they used to play.
Yeah, get ready.
So those stepperettes were the J-Sets.
No doubt, no doubt. Wow. Dr. Simone from Pine Bluff, but got a dab of Jackson, Mississippi in her blood. Arkansas. And once again, thank you, Miss Lotus, for having us on the High Vibe.
That's right.
We always have to give credit where credit is due. I'm just happy to be here tonight. We got some great topics to go over. We're missing one of our kings tonight, Dr. Epic, but he's not here. But hey, his presence is still in the room, so we're gonna go on without him. I got three ladies tonight, gentlemen. so hey, I got to come on with it tonight. So I'm gonna be able to handle it. I'm gonna be able to handle it. No help.
Okay.
No help.
All right.
No help. Y'all,
You're doing the same by yourself tonight.
I can do it by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolling it down.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me go take this Advil and this Anderson and this what's that other one? The BC. I'll be all right. Anyway, our topic for tonight, and
What you do this weekend?
what I do.
Yeah.
I basically worked and got some good rest. I basically got so many things on the table to where I don't even know if I'm coming or going right now. I'm just happy to be here and got the little strength I got, and I'm going to give it the best I can. I saw Michael Jordan hit more points when he was sick than he did in the regular game, so I'm going to take that power and say I'm better when I'm ill than I am when I'm well.
Okay.
Yes, but other than that, I had a great weekend. Everything went fine. It's always obstacles though now. Every day trying to get over this obstacle, get over that obstacle, and make sure everything is straight. I told Dr. Simone the other night, I'm just trying to retire. I'm 50 now. By the time I'm 53, 54, I don't want to do nothing.
I understand.
I want to feed squirrels and birds in the tree and go bird watching. I don't want to do nothing. And my deal is I want to be well off one day like I used to be, but if nothing else, if I ain't got it at 54, I'm going to deal with what I got.
Okay.
I'm going to get somewhere and sit down and just enjoy life. I had a good friend from Pine Bluff. She was on Facebook the other day. I won't call no names, but she was just talking about, she was very depressed, talking about so many people from our hometown are just passing on our age.
Oh, yeah.
Just passing on. We can't go. We just don't know. We can't take this life for granted. It's okay to reach out and tell somebody you love them, your loved ones, and always good to clean up broken pieces, put them back together. At least do your part.
Right.
Not saying it's going to always work, but at least make the initiative to do your part and clear your conscience because you never know. You can be in great health. You can be at the gym all day, every day, and still, when it's your time, that's what it is. But we're not going to stay long on that. I just want everybody to know that, hey, it don't hurt to fix friendships, and that's what we're talking about tonight. Can somebody give us our great topic for tonight? Our great topic for tonight is, do friendships last?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it again. Does friendships or best friendships last? Is that it? Or just friendships?
It's just friendship.
Does friendships last? I'm going to say no.
Whoa.
not all of them last, and all of them are not meant to last. I feel at 50 years old, you're going to have probably 4 friends in your whole life that are dear to you. One of them is your elementary friend. One of them is your high school friend. One is a college friend, and one is one of those friends once you get out into the real world on your job or in your neighborhood or at church. And but those old friendships, and it just depends, But I haven't had much success with old friends. I got one friend that's my best friend, and he's homeless right now. And I love him dearly, despite of. And I guess the problem I got with it is when you really truly love someone, it doesn't matter what they go through to change your friendship. Now you might can't deal with them on their level no more, or what they're going through, because it might be a little too overwhelming for you. But I love my friend regardless of what he's going through, and I'm there for him whenever he calls me, And I don't look at it as, man, here you go again. I don't look at it as that. I look at it as just a responsibility, because you never know what you're doing to them in their life. So, but I will say a lot of friendship doesn't last a lifetime. Anyone else?
Yeah, I was thinking about friendships. Are they forever? That's what Lotus is talking about. Are they forever? And I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Right.
When I think about friendships being forever, I do agree with you, Obi, about friendships in different stages of your life, from elementary school, matriculating through middle school, high school, college, and life, as we're young adults, and as we're more mature adults, and as we age more and more. But our friendships forever, and I think I look at it as there are different seasons for friendship, just like we have the seasons of the year.
Yeah.
We have the spring, the fall, the winter, and the summer. I think that friendships are like that. They're reciprocal depending on who you have the friendship
True that.
with.
Right.
True that.
Some people, I have one friend, we were childhood friends in elementary school. We don't talk all the time. Our mothers are friends. And when we see each other, we're glad to see each other. But we don't really talk much. We're Facebook friends, but we don't talk a whole lot.
Right.
And then I have some middle school friends that we still talk. And high school, we still talk. Especially one of my friends, she's near and dear to me. And the amazing thing about us, we cannot see each other for 6 months.
Right.
But then when we talk,
Pick right up.
we pick right up.
Oh, yes.
And I have a college friend like that too. We have different friends in college. I have quite a few college friends, but some are near and dear to me. And the same thing with her. We may not talk for maybe 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
But whenever we pick the phone up, it's just like things the way they were then. And it's so nice she named her child after me.
Wow.
Oh, so nice.
And so, but it's not all the time.
Yeah.
But when we do talk, it's just like, or when we do see each other, it's almost like there was no space between the time. And then you have those people you meet as young adults and you meet as you age. And I think
That's true.
the essence of friendship is different at every stage of your life.
Yeah.
But I think the season makes the difference.
No
and
doubt.
the depthness of the relationship.
Yeah.
You know,
No doubt.
in your 40s, and I was in my 40s, I'm telling my age.
That's all right.
Look good for your
I'm
age.
happy to be my age. But
Yeah, man.
I think that, I had a lot of people who were around me and were friends. But it's not like now that I've gotten to be 50.
Right.
In my 50s. Now I think my friendships are more near and dear to me, even though I still have quite a few people I'm around, but they're not as close to me as I was when I was in my 40s.
No doubt.
I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I think people go on with their lives, they're going through things, and when you're in your 50s, people are going through different things. Like, I remember that Tyler Perry movie, he talks about people in their 40s and their 50s, where you are raising your children, they're growing up, and also you have your parents that are getting older. You're taking care of your parents, you're taking care of your grandparents, and so it makes a difference. And so you don't have the time to devote to the friendships that you had when you were younger. It doesn't mean that you're not friends anymore, but it means that your time may be limited, but you can pick up just where you left off with some people. So I know I talked a lot, but I'm
That's okay.
And that's all right. That's all right.
No,
I mean, I'm just sitting
okay.
here and I'm just thinking about as the years have went by. I have a girlfriend who is my best friend, and we've been best friends since the 6th grade.
Wow.
And she lives here. She does my hair once a month. She lives over in Carrollton. I live over in DeSoto. Still today, you know. And over the years, I've met a lot of different women, and the thing that I found the most is that, you know, the ladies that I have met, they don't have a best friend.
Oh, wow.
And so when they, you know, when I'm friends with them, and I'm just like, you know, I have one girl that I work with, and they would tell me she doesn't talk unless you're at work.
Right.
She didn't talk to anybody. You know, and she's still
Interesting.
like that today, still today. But when we get together, you know, it's us, and you know, and I've had friendships where I was hurt by certain things that happened, and you know, and there was never any conversation about how that ended up, how did that relationship end up going, you know, disarray, and you know, and I think back, what did I do, you know, and I wasn't at fault. You know, there was never, like I said, there was never any conversation about what went wrong. So, you know, then I think, okay, were we really friends? Because that destroyed what I thought was a friendship. You know, and so, and I think now, because I've matured as the years has went on, and I look back, and that was 30, 40 years ago. And I still held on to that bitterness from that breakup of that friendship, because we talked every day. On the phone every day, and then for her to hurt me, it was tough, and it took me a while, and still today, you know, but it's gotten better over the last 2 or 3 years. We've been having small conversations here and there, and you know, and the thing is that she's interlocked with my family.
Right.
Oh,
So yeah, so that, you know, it was kind of hard for me, you know, and when she was around, I wouldn't want to be around, but she ain't going nowhere, and neither am I.
Yeah.
So, you know, she kind of like broke the ice a couple years ago when one of my cousins got married. And she was like, girl, get over here and grab you an apron and start peeling these potatoes. And I was like, and it did. And it just really, and I was like, oh, okay then. So I could see, you know, okay, I could work with that. I could work with that. And, you know, my husband said, you know, you need to really let that go, because that was a long time ago. And so, you know, but I still to this day want to have that conversation, you know, about what went wrong, even though it was years ago, because it ruined such a great friendship. At least that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what? I know we're going to have Cousin Mays to talk, but I want to encourage the callers to call in tonight. If anyone wants to call in, the number is 972-882-6146, 972-882-6146. If you want to call in, if you have any questions, if you want to comment about friendships, are they forever? Let us know. And I know Cousin Mays has some good stuff to tell us, and I want to hear that from what you said too when Cousin Mays finishes, because that's another topic within itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Cousin Mays, you can share it, cousin, since OB started calling you cousin.
We in there.
You know, you want us to call you. I can't help you say cousin.
It is okay. It is okay. I'm okay with that. Family, I will tell you, throughout the years, I actually met my best friend in 2nd grade. I met her in 2nd grade, but we ended up becoming best friends 4th grade, and still up to this day. Now, I don't talk to her every day. It's just every once in a while I talk to her. You know, we catch up, and we're still really good friends to this day.
Wow.
And I have another, she's a childhood friend. I have another friend that we're like almost sisters. And I've been knowing her since 6th grade. And every time I go home, and she's a beautician, so I'll go by the shop, see her, or I'll go by the house, depending on what she's doing or what I'm doing. But I always try to make sure I get an opportunity to see her. And if I don't, we're on the phone talking before I leave Pine Bluff. So that's, I love it. I love my Pine Bluff family. I'm telling you,
man.
it's nothing like Pine Bluff people. The Southern hospitality there is phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Lots of love, no matter where you come from. It's just that's the way it is back home, and hopefully you and Epica get an opportunity to come back. You know, homecoming.
No,
Homecoming,
that's right.
2018.
That's right. With the big bus rolling.
With the big bus rolling.
Yeah,
and throughout the years, I made friends.
Mm-hmm.
And some friendships I had to cut.
Mm.
But as I go into, I'm already in my career, but as I continue to fulfill my purpose, I'll say that. Some people kind of serve their time and purpose.
Right.
And I'm okay with letting people go because as I grow, I meet new people that I need to be around. And I think that's important. You have to know what position or role they play in your life, and only for that time, their season. But there are some people that stay with you throughout the process. And you have to know the difference. You have to know the difference because that's important. Because some people that you hold on to, your blessings are always going to come to you, but it may come later because you are holding on to this person, and that person don't need to be with you in that process. So you got to be okay about letting them go and move on because God's going to replace those people.
That's a good point. That's sad, Cousin Mays. Now, you said sometimes you have to cut the ties that bind. That's a good question. That's a good segue to continue this conversation to even a deeper point. When do you decide to cut the ties that bind the relationship that you have with a friend? When do you decide to make a cut? What is it that causes you to make a cut of a friendship?
If I would say, Dr. Simone, is when there's no more joy in the friendship.
Oh, yeah.
You're the one always giving, and everybody's always taking away, but nobody's never bringing to the table.
Gosh. Yes.
You struck a nerve.
And when you pick up on the jealousy,
there it is.
you know, when everybody else saying, "Man, I like your new car," but this person riding with you never say a word. You know, when you pick up on the little things, you kind of need to look more into it. Then a lot of times I've had to judge, why is this person with me and trying to be as close as I am? Is because they don't have a car and I have one? Is because they know I got it going on and they want to reap the benefits? Or what is it, you know? And when you find that, and you find out that they really are there for all the wrong reasons, you start to cut the ties. Like, you know, you'd be surprised who'll ride with you long as you fit in the bill, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a victim of that. I have to cut so many close people to where it's unbelievable, and they rode it long till the wheels fall off, you know.
Wow.
So if you don't cut it, they'll ride it till you just ain't got nothing, and they'll walk away. Wow. You walk away, and you won't hear nothing other than, man, he ain't doing good right now. You know, that type of deal. So he or she.
Right.
So anyway, that's basically mine. Is that you'll know because it ain't sweet no more. It ain't sweet no more.
And so, what do you do with someone who you're very, very close with, and you don't know what happened to the relationship? They stop calling, you invite them down, they don't come. You call in, and you're the one calling to see what's going on. Did I do something wrong? And the answer is no, everything is good. You know, I got to do better, I'll stay in touch. And then you don't never hear from them. And it's like, okay, but then you find yourself always the one trying to mend the fence. You're always the one doing all the work, you know, trying to keep the relationship together until you get to the point where you be like, well, maybe, you know, like you said, it's different seasons. You know, and we go through them in the cycle of life with friends, situations all the time, different relationships. So, you know, that's a tough place to be, a tough spot to be in because you don't know what to do.
I look at it as when you are not adding value to that person, and they are not adding value to you. In situations like that, that's when I think you need to make a cut.
Okay.
And go back to what you say, jealous, envy.
Yeah.
Some people jealous and envious of what you do and not be able to handle it. True friends are comfortable with your level of success. Or if you're down in the dumps, they're comfortable one way or another.
Right.
I call them vital friends. Okay? But there are times, and I've been guilty of that, where I tried so hard to not let go of a friendship till I compromised myself. And I woke up one day and I said, if this person doesn't want to continue to have the type of relationship with me that we've always had, you know, and nothing that I'm aware that's wrong, you know, you talk with the person, you have a conversation. I had a conversation. And if they can't do that, and I keep trying, I call, I'm the only one calling. After a while, I just leave it alone. I used to not do this. But within the last few years of my life, I think there's something about turning 50.
Yes, it is. It really
The
is.
last few years of my life, I have let so many people
Me too.
in my life go.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean I don't love them
No.
anymore, but I had to let them go for my own sake. You know, and they may have thought it was good for them too, that they didn't have me in their world.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep holding on to something that doesn't want to be held on
No
to.
doubt.
And I think that's the mistake that we make sometimes, trying to keep something that's not meant to be or go on to the next stage of our life or into our destiny or their destiny. So let them fly away. And they'll come back. They'll come
Oh,
back.
yes.
You know, and sometimes they'll just come back if something major happens. They'll be back. And that's a true friend. But it doesn't mean you have to still have the tie that you had.
No doubt.
When you
No
were the
doubt.
closest. It's
No doubt.
hurtful. It's very hurtful.
No doubt.
You know, and I think what has always driven me was my pastor back in Killeen, Texas, Pastor Moten. He had told my daughter one time when she had first gotten saved, and he told her, "I will be a better friend to you than you could ever be to me." And I've always thought about that. And I think about friendships when you both are, you know, in that relationship together and you're both working to be friends, you know, and to make it last. And you know, like you said, you know, do friendships last forever? We want to think that they do, but more likely no, because people evolve, people change.
Yes.
Circumstances change, you know, because it may be something she's going through and I just don't know and she's never shared it with me. And then I question, why not? You know, we were so close.
Look, go ahead.
Let's look at it differently. Okay. We're talking about friendships that just kind of fade away.
Right.
Let's get to the good. How about situations where you have a blowout? Have you ever had a blowout?
Yeah.
You have a blowout.
Yeah.
Blowout.
Words were exchanged.
Yeah.
Things were said. What do
Yeah.
you do in that situation? That's different from you just drifting apart.
Right.
Let's get down to the good.
Wait.
How about when there is a blowout? How do you handle it?
I've had no blowouts before, and I've handled it with professional. One professional. Yeah, professionally.
Okay.
One of my real good friends. Can't call no names. I had a meeting one time, and they worked in my place, and I had 17 people working for me, and everybody told me that he wasn't coming to the meeting because ain't no mandatory. I pay moves. I ain't got to be here as long as I pay them, and he didn't. He showed up about 30 minutes late.
Wow.
And I didn't say nothing that night, but that next morning, I was there early, and I said, come out, we got to take a ride. And we rode, and I said, today is the last day that we can do business.
Wow.
I love you, and everything. I said, but I can't let you tear me down in my own place. I can't let you, you know what I'm saying, I can't do it because you'll let other people think they can do it. So all I can say to you is don't even worry about anything. Just make this the last week, and I'm still cool. I've done that before. Then I've done it to where I had to fire my best friend before.
Wow.
Did you fire your best friend?
And my best friends had to fire him because over a simple deal. somebody called me, and I came in, and I didn't write the number down. He gave it to me, but I didn't write it down. So when I got in, there's another person. I said, man, what's that number again? He gave it to me again, and I got to talking to somebody. What's up, man? How you doing, sir? Got to the phone. Dang, what is that number? Hey, can I? He said, hey, man, I ain't giving it to you no more. In front of everybody in the shop. And I'm thinking he playing. You know, we first grade. He said, I ain't giving he said, man, I'm serious. I'm not giving it to you. I said, man, I need a number, I need to call. He went as far as to say, well, I'm not scared of you. And I looked around and everybody, I said, where did that come from? And I walked over to him just as calm and cool. I said, make sure when you leave today, get everything.
Man, it's crazy.
That's a different essence too. When you have to supervise your friend.
Man.
You know, I had two situations. I had one situation. I had a friend. We were friends, and then I got hired, and I became her boss. And at first it was hard because it was my friend.
Yes.
Right.
And it was hard to do at first. And we finally adjusted. But I think it kind of made the friendship a little bit different. And the amazing thing about it, when I left that position and went to another position, the friendship kind of renewed itself. But I think it was hard for her, and it was hard for me, because I was her supervisor. So it was different.
And I got to piggyback on what you're saying. Once I let him go that day, he called other friends from back Arkansas. One of them got on the plane and flew down here. The other one lived here. He missed work. When I got to work that next morning, both of them were standing on my lot saying, man, let him back, man. Let him back. I said, man, what are you doing here? Man, I flew in this morning, man. I talked to him all last night. And I asked him, how come you ain't at work? He said, man, I just want to come tell you, man, let him come on back on me. And I'm like, okay. But here's what I will say, Cousin May, Lady G, it was never the same. And this when the phone number came about, I'm saying, that's when, same thing. But it was never the same. It went from that to everything was tearing down from behind. I mean, ripping the walls down. Ripping as of this day. As of this day, some of those same friends weren't friends at that time, but since I'm not in the picture, they're friends now.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, it's terrible. So, what you have to do with the best friend, if I have anything to say about it, once you have that blowout, put your distance there.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's even moving on the other side of town, changing jobs, put your distance there. Everything. Let it come back together, probably at a funeral, a class reunion. But now what I will say is I've done this now, and I put my right hand to God on that. After so long go by, Dr. Simone, I do call whatever I've done. And, hey, man, I miss you. But hey, honest, I'm talking straight on the phone. Oh, man, it's all good, man. I'm sorry. It's still never the same.
Yeah.
Still never the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I remember having a friend in college, and she was way, way, way older than me. Maybe.
Wait a minute.
10 years.
I believe about 10 years old. Seriously.
What's way older? I got to get this.
Okay.
You're the youngest.
I am the youngest.
What's way older?
I'm trying to think. Okay, I feel like I was in the last maybe year or two in my college years. I believe that.
So how many years?
Maybe the girl was about 8 or 9 years old, age-wise, yes.
When you're younger, that's a lot of old.
That's a lot of. And we were good friends. And when I moved out of my mom's house, my freshman year, spring semester, it was with a coworker. It was great. And my coworker was part of a sorority and everything. So we would always have people coming over to our house, whether it's her sorority sisters or frat brothers, have fun and everything. This young lady I became friends with. We hung out, did everything. And you hear rumors about people. You don't want to believe the rumors about it. Sometimes we may feel people are misunderstood. And me being a psychology major, okay. And I started hanging out with this young lady, and I kind of noticed she was just so fun and spontaneous, but then she was telling me about the relationships she were in and just different things she was doing. I just thought that was a little off. It was a little weird. I was like, that's crazy, some real serious stuff. But then she would always talk about these guys she will be dating, but no one ever sees them. And I kept thinking, I said, what people saying about her is true. And then finally, I can remember, I kid y'all not, I finally graduated, moved to Little Rock, and it was my birthday, and I was dating this guy. So I never told her about the guy. But she was somebody. Now, I will tell you, Palm Bluff is small, so everybody know everybody. Right. I did not tell this young lady about this guy because she can dig up some stuff on anybody in Palm Bluff. And I ain't tell her. She was, like, harassing me. What you doing? Oh, it's your birthday? Like, she was trying to mess up my birthday plan. I'm off that day. Well, I'm at so-and-so house. Can you take me to the hospital? Okay, this is my birthday. Okay, I'm being nice. I did it anyway. Then she was like having me do all this stuff, and this is my birthday day. I'm like, listen, this is the time I need to do this. I'm having someone to come, to do my birthday deal with. Yeah. And so she was just plotting scheme to see if she could find out who he was. And she was like, well, I can come stay at your house, and I can just stay in your bedroom. Y'all can do whatever you want, go out and stuff. I'm like, no, she purposely left her purse in my car. And when I dropped her off, so it was really crazy. And she was just so doing all this stuff. Make a long story short, I was really done with her at that point. I actually Facebooked her sister and told her everything that's happened, and I was just not happy. Well, what ended up happening, the girl called me like 6-7 times going off, But I'm just saying to myself, but you're acting like she was a friend, but she acting like she was my woman or something like that. Yeah. I like me, and she wasn't like that. But I'm just saying, you know how people get very possessive and jealous, and she was just sabotaging, trying to sabotage whatever I was trying to do. Oh, you have a psychology degree. If you move to Dallas, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna do this. Oh no, he don't want to really marry you because this and that. It was just so much. I cut it because it got so crazy. That's when I say you have to cut. Right. You have to cut. And we're not friends anymore, and I don't want to be friends anymore either. Yeah.
Once you've gone over some stuff that's really left scars.
Oh my gosh.
There's too many other people out there, and I say the same thing about regular relationships. When you got scars and you separate, it's 1 or 2 times, man. Quit thinking that's the only person that can make it work with you.
Right. Absolutely.
But
it's almost, friendships are like intimate relationships.
Yes, they are.
Even though, it's not like your relationship that you would have with your boyfriend and your girlfriend or whatever, but they still are intimate.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And so some of the themes that run with friendships are no different from your relationships when you're
no doubt. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a thin line.
Just thin line.
But it's still because people are invested and you're bonded. You're bonded. So
I told one of my best friends, exactly right, Dr. Smart. I told one of my best friends, good friends, I call him, he said we was best friends. I think we're just good friends. But he started hanging out with this other guy. And I told him, I said, man, you can't be best friends with me and have best friends on the side. Man, what you mean? I can't know what you mean. That's what I told him. You cannot be best friends with me and have best friends on the side. You can't do it because here's the deal. Let me clear myself up. If I'm your best friend, Dr. Simone, if I'm your best friend, which means you tell me everything. I tell you everything. You got me?
Okay, let me stop laughing. I don't want to.
No. You're fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can only tell you my perspective. What I mean by that is, it's okay to have friends. But every time I look around, you with this guy, y'all going here, y'all going up. Because the moment, first of all, that guys sees the relationship that me and you have. Guys are no different than women. They see the relationship, man, who is this? So that's your boy, huh? Why come he ain't going out with us? Oh, man, he just probably busy right now. He understands I'm not going out with you because I don't know you.
Right.
He feels that. That other person feels that. So then he's finna start asking questions. So what's up with your boy OB, man? What's up with him? Oh, man, B, he good, man. So is he married? Oh, yeah, he married. He got a nice house over here, you know. Oh, man, okay then. Before you know it, you're telling personal stuff.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like y'all might be out right. Oh, that's OB baby mama right there. You know what I'm saying? So now he's learning you through him.
Somebody else, yeah.
No different. There was two women, and that woman had recognized that you and Maze been friends since first grade. She don't know Maze, and she see Maze ain't trying to get to know her.
Right.
She's going to ask questions. So what kind of person is Maze? I mean, y'all don't ever go out? Oh, yeah, we do our thing, but we've been so deep. We like sisters. We might see not talk 6 months, but that's my girl. Well, I found out best friends are no different than women on the side and men on the side.
Oh, wow.
They want to take that place of number one. They want you to, when number one comes around, they don't want to get out the front seat and get in the back.
Wow.
I can teach you
That's
something.
crazy.
You help me now.
You know,
Come on, stay with me, Lotus.
You're right.
It's so funny you said I have
You're
a best
right.
friend. I have a best friend and she jokes with me, but I know she's serious. She said, I'm number one and I almost
Look here.
Oh, wow.
She jokes about it, but she is so serious.
Wow.
I've had two
I'm calling
friends.
tonight on the way home, too.
I've had
She's so serious.
two friends from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. One I've been friends with for the longest, the other one I've been friends with for the longest too. But one I'm so used to riding with the other one. He got out to go. I picked one up before the other one. First one, the other said, "Man, I'm not getting in the back seat, man."
Wow.
Man.
But they know that he usually ride in the front seat. But I'm not finna get out this front seat and get in the back.
Right.
So friends is nothing but a relationship, like you said, and everybody in the relationship want respect.
Yeah.
They want respect, and they want to fit in your. They want to be number one in your book. You know.
And I can understand that because I know that I've felt like that, like I said, with one of my other friends, and she has other friends, but I never felt comfortable around her other friends. Never, ever felt comfortable.
Before we move on, Dr. G, Lady G, if you think that it's just with us, I witnessed that with my grandma. She was 80-some years old, hanging out with another 80-some-year-old woman, and then another lady. Y'all probably know all these people. They're from Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
She went to the Baptist convention with my grandmother at 75. You know, well, my grandmother friend, Miss Henderson, got jealous. And didn't want to talk to my grandma for about months at a time. And my grandma started going by there. She meeting her at the screen door. Went to open the screen, you know.
Wow.
Girl, I've been feeling too good. I'm going to get on back in here and lay down. My grandma was saying, wonder what's wrong with Miss Henderson. Jealousy done kicked in.
Wow.
How you go to the Baptist convention? You didn't ask me? You know. So
Wow.
jealous is a thing that kills friendship. Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what, Maze, why don't we do something real quick?
Okay.
We're going to take some callers if we have anyone.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
882-6146. But we have a stream of comments. Can you see those on yours? Can you see those on yours?
Let me click on it. Let me click on it and see.
And Epic says he misses us.
I
miss you too, Epic.
Yeah.
Missed.
I see that.
Okay.
You know, Bruce Gamble said, life takes you in other directions sometimes.
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
A good comment.
Yeah.
Life
Yes.
takes you in other directions sometimes. I think that's
Yes.
a good thing. You see that? And Stacey Holloway says, hey there, everyone. So hello to Stacey Holloway.
Stacey Holloway.
And I'm going to tell Stacey thank you. And Bruce.
Yes.
And Epic. And Stacey says she's watching. And Jockton Roberts. Anybody knows Jockton? Said hello.
Oh, okay.
From Jockton. You know Jockton?
No,
Okay.
but hi.
Jockton.
Hey.
And then Rachel, watching from San Antonio.
All right.
Edwards.
Woo.
That's my fellow coach.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
awesome.
Right. Say hello to her.
Hey, Rachel.
We have Roberta Johnson Madden says, Lotus, this is a great topic.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome,
We're gonna say
awesome.
thank you to her as well.
Yes.
And then those are some of the comments that we made. And when we get ready to we're gonna take a break in a minute. We're gonna hopefully we have some calls in a few. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. We're gonna come back. I know we're gonna continue this conversation. I know we're talking about divorce tonight too.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sit and watch you all talk about divorce.
Okay.
We're gonna take a 5-minute
Okay.
break. We're gonna come back, and that's gonna be the topic. And I know that's gonna be hot. So when we come back, we're gonna continue the conversation.
Yes, yes,
All right.
yes. Yeah.
Man.
Welcome back again to the Vibe. We're here with the conversation. Uh, Cousin Mays, Lady G, Dr. Simone, and OB. We've been rolling tonight through our topic for the evening. Does best friends basically last forever? And we still got that going for a moment. So I would like to add to about the best friends. How do you know when you're at elementary, when you're in grade school or junior high, or when you're in high school, college, even at church, and you find a best friend? How do you know? What are the characteristics of a best friend that draw you in? Can anybody relate to that or comment on that?
Well, I'm just gonna just tell about my own experience from a sixth grader's point of view. You know, let's see, sixth grade at Hageman, and we were the only two little black girls. But we weren't in the same class, but we were the only black girl in each of our class. So I remember her coming up to me at recess, and she was like, she had never seen another black girl in the class.
Wow.
So I was new to the school. So she came up to me and asked me if I would be her friend.
Wow.
And I told her no.
Oh, man.
In Kansas.
Wow.
I know, and I was such a hot mess. But we ended up becoming the best of friends. And then, you start spending the night and getting to know them. And I mean, and here we are, years later. And we're still best friends to this day. Awesome. So, I mean, it's a beautiful relationship.
No doubt. No doubt.
Well, you know what? I see, if you can take another comment. We're taking calls, 972-882-6146. Again, 972-882-6146. Epic, we know you're out there. If you can get a hold of the phone, call us and give us your comments tonight. Epic, I know you're not here with us, but we know you have something to say.
Yes.
Say hi to your cousin, Jockton. Thank you for looking at us tonight, Jockton. And also, we have Tamika Muhammad. Thank you, Tamika. I hope I'm saying that right. Tamaku Quay. I hope I'm saying it right. And it says, we are tried in our trials to see if it's forever, as far as friendship. I think that's a nice comment. We're tried in our trials to see if it's forever. That's a nice comment to make about friendship. So if we're having trials, we're tried.
Yeah.
If you make it through the trials, we'll see if that friendship lasts
That's right.
forever. That was profound.
Yes, it was.
That was profound. If anybody else wants to type something profound or call us in and tell us something profound, please do that. Okay, Obi.
Yeah, I just, like I said, thank you, Dr. Swan. I was just asking a question. How do you find that best friend? And Lady G said she was the only two dark ladies in the not to mean it like that, but she was only two African Americans in the class. And I think how I found my best friend is that we live across the street, and he could lie good and made it fun. And I believed everything he said because he could look at you with a straight face and one eye be bigger than the other. Like, man, I'm getting the Evil Knievel bike for Christmas, man. You watch me. And I was like, okay, I believe this when I see it. Then he would get the helmet. But he never got the bike. Man, I can't bring it out. My grandma said I can't bring it out. Right now it's too cold out here. I never saw that Evil Knievel bike. But he had the helmet and the gloves. So, and we just grew on each other, man. And to this day, wherever he's at, love him to death. We can talk on the phone right now, and we just reminisce about all the stuff. It's beautiful, So basically, I would say, I asked my question, how do you find your best friend? How you know?
Well, I tell you what, Epic just said something.
Okay.
Epic just said authenticity is a great characteristic.
Yeah.
If your friend is being
Authentic.
I got you. It's okay.
Thank you, because I couldn't say that tonight. So he says being authentic is a great characteristic. Authenticity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
want to comment on that? I thought you were going to say something. You, Cousin Mace, you want to comment on Epic's post right here?
I actually like what he said. I will also say, far as in characteristic for a best friend, I'll say it from a personal standpoint. I feel like that connection, that energy that people have, that vibe they give off, and that's really key too, because sometimes minds think alike as well, on the same page about a lot of things. I mean, you have some disagreements, but you're pretty much on the same page about a lot of things. That's really important, because for me, if your energy is not right, I'm not going to connect to you. I don't want to be around you. It's something about you. That's just personally me.
You said something.
That's very important.
Dr. Simone, that's one other deal. My best friend, we never disagreed. We never disagreed. He might not say nothing, but he never said, "No, B, you wrong for that, man." We never had that. Wow. Never had that. It was always, I'm like, "Man, did you hear me?" Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. It was always, he was cool with it, whether it was right or wrong. I think that has so much to do, because we're going to go to where we feel we right on a lot of times. Somebody always cutting you down, you gonna turn your back to them and say, "You know what, I don't like him, man. Or I don't like her," when they always cutting you down, you know. What you got on? Where you get that from, you know? But everybody, your friends say, "Man, boy, you trying to be shy today, ain't you?" That's going to be your boy. That's going to be your girl.
But you know what? I'm glad you made the comment about people cutting you down. And I think a lot of times, if you have situations like that where people are always cutting you down, that's some type of insecurity they have with yourself. It could be, you know, we talk about jealousy, and when I look at envy, see, jealousy, like you're jealous of another person. Like, for instance, you two are friends, and I'm your friend, and I'm jealous because you're spending more time with her.
Yes.
Than
Oh,
me.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Envy is, you're on the show, you're doing something. There may be someone who may have a problem with you being on the show. They may would want to do it, or they're not doing it, but they're envying you because of it.
Yes.
Okay? Because you're doing something that they want to do, or you're doing something and they don't like the fact that you're doing it.
Who picked her?
That
That's
seems...
the difference between jealous and envy. And so I think sometimes you have situations where people are envious and it causes problems with friendships. And I like what you said, OB, because a true friend is not going to cut someone down.
That's right.
True friends want to lift you up.
That's right.
That's right. It's going to be peaches and cream all the time.
That's right.
But there's an old blues song, you know, it talks about relationships, but it talks about, I can do, see, my mama, she's listening, she used to listen to blues songs. And she says, "Hi, ladies and gentlemen, enjoying the conversation."
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
I see her.
There's an old blues song that said, "I can do
bad by
myself. I need no help to starve to death."
Right.
Yeah.
And it was talking about relationships, you know, a relationship between a man and a woman, okay?
That's right.
But when you take that same principle, I can do bad by myself.
That's right.
I don't need a friend
That's right.
to make life worse for me.
That's right.
Absolutely.
In the name of friendship.
That's right.
So we have to be careful about the friends that we select. And if you find yourself, you're too envious of your friend,
Yes.
if you're too envious, you might want to walk away yourself.
Come on now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on now.
Because there are problems when you do that. And so we have Charlotte Mayfield. She says, "I need a friend that tells you when I'm wrong or can trust their, what's that say, judgment." Okay, you saw that? You want to make a comment about that, Cousin Maze? Thank you, Charlotte, for making your comment. I need a friend that can tell you when you're wrong, when I'm wrong, or can trust their judgment. I think that's a good point. Cousin Maze. Thank you, Charlotte.
I like that. Thank you for posting your comment, Charlotte. I agree with Charlotte. You want a friend that's going to keep it 1,000, not 100, but 1,000 with you. That's going to tell you the right thing, that's going to be in your corner, because sometimes your friends will see things that you don't see, and they're trying to help you and protect you.
That's right.
And those are the friends that also can, to me, sometimes can see your dream, your purpose, or your goals, or things like that, that you're trying to go down. Because that's good. You want somebody that you can trust, that's going to have your back. That's really important. And nowadays, it's very rare to find genuine people, because Woo, sometimes people have their ulterior motives of what they do. Not all the time, not all people, but you have to use your instinct and tune in and be aware of that.
No doubt.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Can I piggyback for a quick second? Miss Glory, please don't let me. I'm just trying to take up for air to get Epic some time. And so don't let me knock you out, you know. My new best friend is in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And we got to be new best friends because him and his best friend fell out. So we mended, and me and him was already good friends, but we weren't best friends. But we closer now than I don't like going a day without talking to him. He probably tell you, please tell me don't call me tomorrow, because I call him every day, you know, and I have to back up sometimes because he's busy. My uncle passed away. I'm going to show you about the best friend deal. My uncle passed away, and I had cried all I could cry. I didn't have no more tears, and I was good with that. But to see my best friend take off work on a Monday and come sit beside me in that church, that's what made me cry again, is that he was there for me. You see what I'm saying? That's so important when we go through, like when you have a baby and you got a friend that's going to be the godparent, and they be there. They might have to come through the snow and get delayed, but they showed up, whether they were late. That's what breaks you down and builds that real stuff. Or you show up to their mama's funeral and you didn't have, you told them, I can't get out of work, I gotta use all my sick days. But here you showed up. They'll be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Regular friends don't do that.
No.
Regular friends send flowers and send them cards and say, I'm there with you in spirit. But real friends come on with it.
They come through.
Okay, we have another topic. Cousin Mays, our next topic, I know we're going to switch to control. We're going to talk about divorce a little bit too.
Ooh. Do you want to do the divorce now?
Let's do
the control issues.
It kind of goes along with the friendship thing.
It does. The control issues. Having control issues. What are the early signs and what to do about them?
So we're talking about control with friends, right?
Yeah.
Or just control with family members, friends.
It can be anyone. It can be anyone.
Okay.
The story I gave you earlier about.
Hello, Yolanda. Yolanda.
Is that our Yolanda?
Hey, Yolanda.
Yes.
Hey, Auntie. He was just talking about you earlier.
He's embarrassing you, Yolanda.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Tuning in, I just want to make sure I get them in.
The control issues.
Well, let me just touch on that just a minute. And it's because I don't know. Okay, so in a friendship, when someone is draining you, just like your friend. Oh
gosh.
Yeah, and it's just like overwhelming. It's like it sucks the life out of you. Yep. I mean, they call in all the time, and even when you tell them that you're busy, they still calling. You're like, well, can I call you back? And then get
Let me just tell you one more thing. Let me tell you one more thing.
I'm busy.
Attitude because you can't talk right in and there.
Celebrating my birthday.
And then when you call them back when you have time, then they mad about the situation, and you just like, well, you know, I was busy. You know, I was at the hospital. I was, you know, and it's just, it's nerve wracking. And so, and for that, you know, I have found myself backing away from that.
So it seems like, OB, you got something you want to say about that?
My control issues is with myself. It's not with anybody else right now. It's with myself. Sometimes I have to catch myself because I think I know a little bit about a lot. So if you don't come quick tongue with me, like I'm going to go ahead and slide it in there, you know, because I'm always ready. I stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. I live to...
That's what I'm saying. I got that from her.
Yeah, I try to be ready for whatever come my way. I got it honestly, you know, as growing up. So my point is, control, I think sometimes I'm too controlling. Don't mean to be, it's just that I've made so many mistakes to where I know where the holes in the potholes are in that type of deal. And for us friendship, we're quick to tell friends that's not doing that good what they need to be doing, and man, you need to go down there in the morning and do this and do that and do that and do that. And man, you need to let that girl go on by the bed. I told you. We be so quick to say that, and then when they don't do it, man, I told you.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something else that Charlotte Mayfield's talking about is related to what you're saying. She says they always lead the conversation to their problems or issues.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's always about them.
It's always about them. Thank you, Charlotte. Charlotte's on fire tonight.
She is.
So good. So good.
Oh, wow.
So you might as well call in.
I'm telling you.
882-6146, Charlotte. Again, Charlotte, 972-882-6146.
Yeah.
Hello, Ariel. Say hello to my cousin Ariel. Everybody.
Hello
Hi,
there.
Ariel.
Ariel.
How's baby? Okay. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Charlotte made a profound statement about they always lead the conversation to their problems
Yes.
and their issues, and it's always what you said, Lady G. It's about them.
Yeah.
What about that piece?
Yeah. Well, some friends, they don't think you're as sharp as they are. And even with going out to the club, good, no, you need to take that off, put that down, you need to put this here, I got something for you to. It's you got those kind of people. And they're not ever going to change. They're not ever going to change. You just have to either learn how to say, well, girl, this is what I'm wearing, or man, I ain't, we ain't going by that tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Jackie just tuned in. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi.
Is that my Jackie?
Yeah, no, it's my Jackie. That's enough Jackie. It's my Jackie. Jackie Neal Smith, okay? And Aaron said the baby's great, so I'm just entertaining the Facebook guest tonight, so thank you.
Cool.
You guys excuse me. I'm just
all
excited.
right.
It's okay.
I'm excited tonight. And I said, Charlotte said, you told Charlotte she was on fire tonight. You guys are great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for tuning in to the conversation.
Yes.
Okay, we want to switch to the next topic. This is going to be the doozy one.
Okay.
We're going to go to the next topic.
The divorce?
Ooh, yes, I'm just going to sit here and watch you all.
Ooh.
I'm just going to watch you all.
The divorce. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The bad and the ugly with divorce. Hey, Jelly. Love you, Jelly. Jelly, you just got here in time. We're talking about divorce today. Angelica. Talking about divorce, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's amazing. That's what you said. Okay.
I did. Oh.
I'm going to sit here and watch. Go ahead.
I am a product of a divorced family. And I will tell you, I think I was my freshman year in college when it happened. And it was very devastating. Didn't know what was quite going on. The atmosphere had changed at home. I won't go into details, but something happened one night, and I was on my way to the restroom and kind of heard that conversation. And I was like, whoa, late, well, early in the morning, I'll say that. And then after that, I was like, man, and then the whole atmosphere of the house had changed. And all I knew was when I went home, when mom, dad was there, cooking, having family, we're there, getting ready to eat, 5, 6 o'clock. For about a month or two, it was quite different.
Yeah.
It was quite different.
Wow.
And I believe a few months later, because it was, I want to say around April it was that October when we had moved. And all I knew was my mama came in the room. Well, no, what happened was my stepdad had told us what happened. We were just like devastated. And then all of a sudden, few months went by, and my mom looked at me. She said, "We packing today. We moving." I'm like, "What?" Because there's no boxes. There's no boxes anywhere. Where we going? Where is it? And so my mom had told us, because my mom it's like a mourn that people go through. They're grieving, from I understand, when you go through a divorce. And that was very heartbreaking. And we packed and we moved. It took 12 hours, but we did. And family came and they helped us. And
there's something about family.
yeah, family. It was like we were like 12 deep packing. And we moved. And I would tell y'all it was very heartbreaking to have someone in your life after your father been killed in a car accident that took his place and been there for years, see you grow up, being in all these different functions in school. Right. And then because of decisions we make. Yeah. And sometimes it does bust up a home. Right. You know, you can only do so much, and that was very heartbreaking. And we finally got through that because I wanted to call and talk to him. I wanted to be there, but, you know, he was dealing with his emotions. My mom was too. Me and my sister as children, we were dealing with our emotions, and eventually me and my sister got through that. And maybe I say maybe a year or two after that, I began to basically mend fences because it wasn't my fault, you know, and it was okay. And now we still communicate today. I go home, see him, his family and everything, and it's okay now, you know, because as children, sometimes children think it's their fault and it's really not. Right. So, but it was hard to deal with.
Well, thank you for Yolanda and Ariel. Thank you for still watching and some of the other people watching. I think we may have a call. We'll see if we have a call. We're talking about divorce. The good, the bad,
and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Any comments? How about you, Lady Gina?
Ooh, I'm over here trying to figure out which way to come. From my mom's, you know, I had two of the worst stepfathers on the planet. Yeah, my mom, she just didn't know how to pick them.
And my friend Shirley, we talk about friends. Excuse me.
Oh, it's all right.
Shout out to my friend.
Yeah, but from my own perspective, you know, I just really, I was happy for my mom to divorce both of her ex-husbands because they just was just not. Ooh. Anyway. But for myself, being divorced, it wasn't something I wanted to do at that time. It was something I felt I needed to do because there was no change. There was no, you know, we were young, you know, having a baby, then getting married, and you know, and I guess it is true. Women mature, you know, quicker than men. And I was ready, you know, ready for that marriage and for that happy family and my happy ever after. And he wasn't ready. Right. He wasn't ready at all. So while I left the situation and I had to go home back to Kansas and had to wait, you know, 6 months before I could even file for divorce. Wow. There was no conversation about us trying to get back together or anything like that. I had a made up mind.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I can remember us meeting in a park. And, you know, just talking because he had came home because he was in the Air Force. And I remember us meeting just because I needed a quiet place to tell him I had filed. So we went to the park. Yeah, just went to the park and was sitting in the car. And I just remember him asking, would you come home if I asked you to today? And I said, no. And he going to bust out what don't worry about because my girlfriend flying in tomorrow anyway.
Ooh. Wow.
Jeez. You know, and I was wondering, what if I had said, yes, let's work this thing out.
She still might have been flying in tomorrow.
Man, golly. Jeez.
She was already on standby.
It was on schedule it.
And I mean, she was. You know, we there at his mom and dad's house. We there, and then they walked the next day. I was like, well, all right.
Oh,
yeah, she still was coming.
She's still coming.
That's the ugly.
Yeah, that's the ugly.
It was.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight in the courthouse or nothing like that. Like I see, you know, couples, they do have that battle in the courtroom. I didn't have to do all that. He walked away graciously, stopped paying child support, just gave up. When the divorce was over, he was like, he divorced my child too.
Oh. Yeah.
So, but she was in the best hands ever.
Right.
My husband, my current husband, he stepped in and he took off where he dropped off. So
cool.
That's
awesome.
good.
That's awesome. I think about that too. I had the world's best stepdad. Well, I still have the world's
mine
best
were
stepdad.
horrible.
He is awesome.
Girl,
He is awesome. I love him.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Good.
Difference.
it does. It really, really does. Because I can't relate.
No doubt.
Makes a difference. Divorce, the good,
The bad, and
The ugly.
Obi, what you have going on?
Oh, nothing much. Nothing much. I went through a divorce myself a long time, 8th grade all the way up to marriage relationship, and it got ugly.
Oh, wow.
Got bad, got ugly, and to where we used to be, I would say, almost best of friends growing up, but to where now it's like, ooh, so much water under the bridge, so it can get ugly. I've experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly, man. Definitely experienced the good, bad, and ugly. I do have a question, though. When we say bad and ugly, some people have it real bad to where they fight.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And they hide the kids. Don't want you to go, dad to see the kids. Don't want the mom to go see the kids. So yeah, it can get so bad. And then especially when you find out that woman don't want that man back. When she found out there's another, or she just it gets real ugly. Or she finds out that he has a new girlfriend and she's prettier. Or got a new baby on the way.
I have to admit, okay, I'm a divorcee.
Gotcha.
And I have to admit, women, that's one thing that we do. When you get divorced, you kind of size up the other person and you look at them, you look at the attributes. I think about that movie.
Yeah.
What's the movie, the 80-10, 80-20? What's that movie?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't.
Why Did I Get Married?
Is it?
Why did you?
Why Did I Get Married?
Yes.
And it
Yes.
talks about the 80-20 principle.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
have an 80, then go get a 20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You can't help but do that, though.
Really?
Get a 20.
Yeah.
You can't help but do
No
that.
doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
It's natural, especially for women, I think. The good, the bad,
Bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to court with my ex-husband, the judge said, "Y'all sure y'all want a divorce?" She said, "I had never seen anybody so amicable
Yeah.
getting a divorce. It was just
No doubt.
so
No doubt.
easy." Now, after that, it was a rocky day.
Right.
After that, there was some rocky days. Hey, Miss Brown. But, we got to the point where you can't fight, and you're going to have to do what you need to do for your kids. I think that Charlotte Mayfield says, Charlotte is on fire tonight.
Shirley, you ain't called in
You
yet.
need to call in, okay? Hi to Lisa Brown. Hi to Nika Gillard. Thank you for joining the conversation. But anyway, Charlotte said things end, and we need to keep things realistic with kids and stop hiding the process.
That's
from them.
right. That's
true.
right.
That's
Yep.
true. We don't need to hide, because she was commenting on what you were saying, Maze. And we don't need to hide the process with kids, and you need to sit down and talk with kids.
That's
I
right.
remember when I went through my divorce, I sat down with my children and with my ex-husband, and we told them that
Yeah.
we're getting a divorce. It was hard for them, but we did talk with them about it, because that was a crucial thing for our
Yeah.
children. And so you have to do that, and you have to take on the responsibility, the good,
The bad, the ugly.
And so that makes a big difference, but some days, just anybody who's been divorced, even though you may have an amicable divorce, there are some days you just want to, but that's natural. That's the bad part. But that's what happens with conflict sometimes with divorce. It comes with that.
Yeah.
But I think that you can still have positive relationships with the person and be cordial and friendly and respectful, because one of the things I do know, good, bad, ugly, one of the hardest things for me with going through divorce, not just a divorce, because it is a grieving process when you go through divorce, but for me, it wasn't just divorcing him. With me, it was the family dynamics, and not my family, his family. family.
Yeah.
I love his family. I still love his family.
Right.
And when you divorce,
You divorce.
cut yourself off, or you can continue to have those relationships. You know, my sister-in-law, they're not exes. My ex-husband's family, they're my family still. They're not my exes.
Mine too.
Right.
And so my sister-in-law were very close. My other sister-in-laws were close. And you don't divorce a family. So the good, the bad, the ugly. The thing is, some people divorce the family. You don't divorce the family. You divorce that person.
Yeah,
So,
that's
and
true.
then sometimes, you know, people talk about blood is thicker than water, which we know. But it doesn't mean that you have to mistreat the person or the two people because they decided that they were going to get divorced.
Right.
And sometimes I think that people make that mistake, that they think they have to pick sides.
Right.
Now, I had people, we had friends. We had friends together. And this is the sad thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
The ugly. Here's the sad
Wow.
thing. We had friends that actually drew a line. Hey, Brother Solomon, love you, boy. Okay? We had friends that drew a line. And they stepped on one side or the other. They felt like they had to make a decision. But you don't have to be that way. Just
You
like
don't.
with family. You draw a line. You don't have to be that way with family. My mother went through divorce. She did not do that with my father's family to this day. They're close. My stepfather's family, they're close. And you don't have to do that just because you go through a divorce.
And I can concur with that because I'm still very, very close with my ex's family. Kids still call me auntie. You know, they're still my nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters still, you know, acknowledge me as so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Yeah,
But
we're still close.
we can make that however we want to frame it, but I think it depends on people. Now, I'm not saying I had days, every day was a good day. I'm not sitting here, I'm not going to lie about that, because some days I wanted to knock them out. That's the reality of it. But you have to get to a point where you have to move past that, because all it does is it destroys you.
It
I
does.
found myself being so upset. Nobody was upset but me.
Right.
And
Right.
so you have to move forward and just go on with your life and do what you need to do. Even the most amicable divorce can be nasty on some days. And if people tell you that it's not, most people are lying to you. And so, but you still have to make the best of it, especially if you have children. Especially if you have children.
Yeah.
True that.
Okay, any callers? Good topics. I see all
Nobody?
people calling in. I see all people coming in.
They
We
coming.
have Cousin Mays. We have OB over there. And we have Lady G and myself, Dr. Simone. If you want something to say, if you have something to say, call us at 972-882-6146. OB, I'm going to let you take the floor.
Well, I like everything you just said, all y'all are saying. I think when we say the family part, I'm in a situation where her side of the family never heard my story. So it casts me out into the water. Y'all follow me? When she's the only one there to tell a story, boy, they can paint a picture of you, and everybody like, I didn't know Unc did that. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
But you didn't get a chance to say what they did or what triggered that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna tell y'all that I asked her to go shoot pool with me. She ain't gonna tell you that I tried to get her to go skating. Well, if the wife or the husband is never out on these activities, other men, other wolves are biting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Say that again.
If the men or the women are not on these adventures, like going skiing in Colorado, I don't go no skiing, and other wolves, female and male wolves, are biting, snapping at. And it's only so many. There's only so much you can take. Pressure busts a pipe. You know.
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Huh?
You got some good sayings.
Man,
Wow.
pressure busts a pipe.
Bust the
When
pipe.
you've been to Colorado skiing at an all black ski resort, having a great time, and this guy there named Greg, he's just the nicest, the humblest, the goodest, best looking guy you've seen in a long, and he lights up when he see you hit that door. And you beg your husband or you beg your wife, come go, or this lady's name is Daphne, whatever the case may be. After 3 years done gone by, just having this kind of fun, and you just start to wonder, is it time for me to move on? You know, it's time for me to move on. The joy that I'm getting here is what I like. I like somebody to do something with me. When I'm always going, I'm always going here by myself. I'm always doing this by myself. You know, but we married, you know. So let me ask this question: when it comes to the good and bad, whether it's male or female, what makes a good husband? What makes a good wife in a relationship?
What makes a good husband? What makes a good wife? Why don't we have some comments through Facebook? You guys can type it in, or we can have someone call in 972-882-6146, 972-882-6146. Type it in. We'll read it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I like what Charlotte said. She said, I'm confused as to why would you marry somebody with so little in common?
I like that. I like that.
That's a
good
question
one.
she
That's a
made.
good one.
I actually like
That's
that.
a good one.
Charlotte, you need to look at me. You need to call in. You can find the number in the corner of the screen. Call us, please.
Anybody want to comment on that? Anybody want to comment on that?
Why? I don't. They say opposite attracts, but I can't really. I can't for myself
Yeah, I know what
personally.
you're saying.
We have to have some things in common. We want to do certain things together. Maybe not everything, but some things. I would think.
I think what happens, Cousin Mays, Lady
And be
G,
selfless in there too, so you can do things with your mate.
True.
You got to be selfless and want to do it with them, even if it's something you don't really normally do.
Right.
That's important.
Yes, it
I
is.
think that's really important.
I think personally what happens is when you have had one or two boyfriends or that was your high school guy and you married him because your mom liked him, your grandma liked him, he was so nice and polite. Oh, he's in the church heavily and he's one of the Urshas, junior Urshas. But once y'all decide to and he get that good job. Junior Ursha. Yeah, you get that when y'all get that when he gets that good job and that job that you know he's gonna retire from, like at General Motors or whatever IBM. He doesn't do the things that his mind is his work, and when he's not working, it's fishing or out in the back, in the garage. You got a car he's working on. It just you think he was there at the beginning because I was in high school. Everything is spiffy when you're in high school. But hit that 40 range. Hit that 40 range, man.
Maybe that's Charlotte.
Charlotte talking about opposites. Oh, detract. Okay.
Detract.
When Charlotte says she's confused as why you would marry someone with so little in common.
Yeah, that's what I was reading earlier. Yeah.
Oh, and here's my brother. He says, Solomon says, what makes a good husband or a good wife? A good friend makes a good spouse. You have to have a good foundation.
That's
and
right.
grow together. My brother said that. What?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
My brother said that. Excellent comment, Solomon.
Yes.
I'm going to play with you tonight. Excellent
Yeah.
comment. What do you think about that, OB? About
No
what my
doubt.
brother said?
No doubt. I think that's real. That's real. That's real talk.
Okay, you have to have a good foundation and continue to grow
Together.
Yes, true that.
That's an important foundation. Yeah.
True that. The recipe. You gotta have the whole recipe to
Solid.
make the cake or to make the cornbread. You gotta have it all. I think before you go get married, you gotta have it all.
That right there, being unevenly
Thank
yoked.
you for calling in. Thank
Say
you
again?
for coming
Being
in.
unevenly yoked.
Oh man. You can dress your
There's
butt off, but
troubles.
he can't get it together for nothing, man.
We have another question. Do you see this one, Mays? If you see some, go ahead and read them, Mays. But I see it come in here.
Go ahead.
Okay. We'll do Benjamin's comment after the call.
Okay.
We have a caller calling in, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, how you doing this great evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm calling in to talk about that question y'all asked about the husband and the wife.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
speak, ma'am.
And I'm speaking on my behalf because me and my husband's been married 30 years, and
Awesome.
it's been some ups and it's been some downs. But I'm telling you, just hold on and know who you are when you all come together 50-50. It ain't what Barb do, it ain't what he do, but if we work together. So we make decisions together, we have date nights, We do everything together. We make decisions together. We don't do anything without making decisions together with each other. So,
awesome.
and plus, we both in church, and he's a deacon and I'm a minister. So, hey, we are trusting God. We're walking with God. We're doing everything that we can to hold this marriage together.
Yes.
And the best thing I can tell you is just keep it together, pray together, talk with each other. Always have a conversation with your husband.
That's right.
And let him know.
Awesome, Miss
Yeah,
That's the way you keep your marriage together.
Cousin Barbara from Michigan.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Barbara.
Barbara.
Great
Thank
input.
you.
Great input. Great input. That 30 years ain't there just by play. Y'all really put it down.
Yes, he's been through 4 years of he had cancer, stage 4 cancer, and God brought him through.
Nice. Good.
And his wife stood beside him.
There you go. There you go.
Love you, Barbara.
Love you too.
God bless you and him.
God bless you all.
All right.
You too.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
awesome. Hey, Kim Crawford, Augustine. We have another question here from Benjamin Callie. Can you see these?
I can see Benjamin.
Can you see it?
Benjamin says, well, it's a question. Should agreements be made about individual excursions and attending separate events prior to the marriage? Should you have any agreements made about individual excursions, attending separate events prior to the marriage?
Prior to the marriage?
Should agreements be made about individual excursions?
So that means going off by yourself, is what you're
Yes,
saying?
attending separate events
Separate
prior to
events.
the marriage.
Right, taking excursions, taking
You
those
probably
vacations,
don't know
going
that
on
those
trips.
things are going to happen when you're dating, because you're doing it all together when you're dating, and
Yeah.
then when it starts happening, you know, throughout the marriage, that right there, yeah, that's a side eye.
You know what? I think agreements should be made. You know, you
Yeah.
should have some type of agreement on how you want to do things. Now,
Yeah.
this is how I think. I think healthy relationships are when you and your spouse, you guys can go somewhere and you do things together and you spend time as a couple. But for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with every once in a while the wife may take out with some friends.
Yeah.
Or the husband may take off with some friends every once in a while. But I think that if you do it too much, it could cause a problem in your marriage.
Yes, it could.
Right. But then I think there's a problem when you don't have a balance, when your spouse can't do anything without you either.
Right.
So what's wrong with that?
It's
Because
a
that goes back
balance.
into the area of
That's right.
control.
Control,
If you're
yeah.
afraid of your spouse to go somewhere without
True that.
you have a control issue.
No doubt.
To me, I may be wrong, but I just don't think that your spouse can't go anywhere without you. Like, if I want to go on a trip with you, and I'm talking to my husband, and he says you can't go, why? If you're just gonna have a girls' weekend, sometimes I
Right.
think you need a balance. You know, you should spend the majority of time with your spouse, but every once in a while, I think everybody needs to get out and let their hair down and do something, and it's not always being with that person. And the flip side of that is I don't think that you should let your spouse go everywhere and you never go with them. There's nothing wrong with that too.
True that.
In my opinion.
True that.
That's just my opinion.
True that.
We have some more comments.
Yeah. You want me to read it? Charlotte says, how are you going to agree on something, some stuff that hasn't happened? I guess going back to Benjamin's question about agreeing to have an agreement about something before the marriage, maybe they're in, I'm assuming, the engagement stage, possibly, and they already made plans ahead of schedule. And it may be a girl's trip or a guy's trip or something. And I feel like if you're in a relationship, regardless if you're in the engagement stage or not, you would tell your guy or your lady that you're doing a trip. You don't have to, but if you're open and you're communicating, because you're supposed to do that, you'll let the other person know about that. And you can get their opinion. You can do, because you're an individual person, but you sometimes do want to hear the opinion of the person you're dating, because really, to be honest with you, you want to know how they're going to act right then and there before the marriage. That's important, because it may go back again to control issues. So that's something really important to really think about. And Benjamin said that's why conversations about that need to take place. I agree with that. Charlotte said, yes, ma'am. Oh, Charlotte. Anybody else?
I'm just over here thinking now. Now look, like I myself this past summer went on an all girls trip to Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And I'm just sitting here wondering, what would I have done if my husband had told me I couldn't have went?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're you know, and I guess, wait a minute, hold on. Like you said, why can't, what? I'm grown, you grown, we in this together, but what is the reason that I can't go?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an all girls trip. We just going to hang out for a few days.
Well,
What's wrong with that?
I don't want you to go.
But why? What's your reason?
Oh, stay here with me.
But I'm with you all the time.
But I need you to, I just don't want to be by myself.
Wow.
You my baby.
Yes, I am. A baby going to the Dominican Republic with the girls. You know, I just
Baby, be back.
a few days.
No doubt. Now I have something for you ladies, since I'm the only man here. I got the ruffle the feathers of the callers and everybody.
Come on.
Okay.
How do you women feel about a man going on a vacation by himself and he ain't with friends?
Oh, snap.
Oh.
He not going with the friends, you know. Hey, baby, I'm gonna go to Jamaica. I just want to get away for a minute and you know, and just kind of, you know, do me for a day or two, you know. I want to go to Jamaica.
Without me?
Without baby.
See, I do have an issue with that.
Oh, okay.
That going off by yourself. Why we need to do all that?
Who was that?
Why is
I
he
just
doing-
want some.
why
I just
is he
want some
doing
me
that?
time. I just want some
me
me time. And who you going? Answer that question to me. Who are you going with?
Who you going with?
You don't know them. Wait a minute. These are a couple of co-workers I work with. They just.
And I don't know them.
We ain't met these. You know Bruce and Ted and Raymond. You know all them. But these guys I work with, they some new guys that got transferred in.
See,
But we work together.
What are their names?
I mean,
Well, she knows Bruce, Ted, and Todd,
Right.
and Raymond.
Now, see,
But you
I
don't know Jesse and
with
Michael
them.
and Wendell. But they good guys, though, baby. They just want to take me. We going to Jamaica. They were just telling me how such they have a good time they have in Jamaica. I mean, it's okay.
Oh, it's different now, Lady G.
Yeah, well, you know, 'cause I'm going to see some pictures on Facebook of all these friends.
I know.
Hey, I got a ruffle one more time. I got one more ruffle,
Right.
Stock and Small.
Okay, then we go.
Lotus, give me a comment on what we talking about. Come on with it.
Go ahead.
Give me a Lotus. Can I go on? Miss Lotus, can I go
Now,
to
if you ain't
Jamaica?
going by yourself, you just need some time.
Bye.
And
Some
it's just-
friends.
Yes, you can go. Bye. Just know. I'm going next month. And don't ask me no questions.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I
you can
gotta
go.
know.
Bye.
I gotta know that you're going. No,
I'm going with some coworkers.
I don't even feel right about that right there. You know I'm going with the girls. We making plans. We've been planning this thing for months.
Y'all
just
are
all of a sudden one
hilarious.
weekend talking about I'm going out of town next
So,
weekend.
Miss Lotus,
I'm going to
Girl, enjoy
I
that
can't have
weekend
no
to
baby.
yourself. Enjoy that weekend to yourself, Lady G. Let him go. Just plan your trip. Because it's your turn next. And you make sure you look at all the pictures.
Right.
And find out. Call him in the middle of the night so you can see if he answer that
What you
phone.
doing?
wow. Why is it?
Oh my God, Dad, don't know.
No.
What's your intake on it, Dr. Simone?
I don't have any take on that. I'm just gonna read this
Nothing?
comment.
Okay,
from,
okay.
What they
Well, I'm
saying?
coming
What
back
they
to you.
saying?
Go ahead and read that.
What they saying?
Okay, I'm going way back to Benjamin. He says part of the problem in marriage is the inability to reach common ground because of unstated boundaries.
Yeah.
Profound
Yeah.
statement, Benjamin. I see Miss Dorothy came in and Ann came in, and Benjamin says, and when an unstated boundary is crossed, it causes anxiety and resentment. And he also says we have to talk to each other about the uncomfortable things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then Charlotte's on. Benjamin and Charlotte are hot tonight.
They high.
Can't get a phone call.
Yeah.
Why y'all not calling us? Call
Then
in.
Charlotte says, please do. We all need downtime. Be grown.
There you go.
Everybody needs downtime. I agree with that, Charlotte. And here's Barbara. Thank you, Lord, for my husband. Okay.
Yeah.
It takes trust, she said.
Yes,
And
yes,
then,
yes.
My mother said my friends with benefits life.
Uh-oh.
Mama. And so, okay, be good, Mama. Okay, now, and then my brother says it comes down to trust. If
Yeah.
you can't trust your partner
There
to
you
go
go.
on vacation without you, then you can't trust them to go to Walmart down the street.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
It has
true.
to be a two-way street.
true.
That's
Okay,
true.
Solomon, you're hot tonight too,
That's true.
brother. You're hot tonight too. So what do y'all think about those comments?
Oh, wonderful.
That's good.
Wonderful. That was
Yeah.
great comments.
Solomon, we appreciate that.
How do
We
you
do.
feel, Cousin Maze? How do you feel? Your friend, your husband going on his own with another crew to Jamaica.
I'm okay with another crew. It's that by itself.
Well, basically,
What's the difference?
same thing.
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
think I'll be
goodness!
okay. I think I'll be okay.
Goodness.
I think I'll be okay.
Wait a minute now. You be okay or you with it now? What you talk to me? Just 5 days.
Just 5 days.
5
Jamaica,
days.
you can't go to Jamaica for 2 days. Just
With a
5
crew
days.
or by yourself?
Well, I'm going with some guys from work, but
Okay.
we all going.
Okay, I'm cool. With
Okay, I'm
Okay.
okay with.
But okay, you'll let them go with some people, but you won't let them go themselves. I'm like
I like-
Lois. I agree with Lois. This is me.
Okay,
Go where you want to go.
go, gotcha.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But I'm a trip too.
No. Wait, okay, but I gotta say this, Dr. Simone. You hitting on something very hard that we're just having fun with this, but I want to hear.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you gonna treat me once I'm back off the trip? Even though you are going, but will it be the same? Miss Lotus, you coming too? I need that in.
Come on in.
Are you gonna look at me
Lotus.
different? Are you gonna? Okay.
You have a good
I don't know, Doctor.
I'm gonna treat you the same way. Did you
Y'all
have a
women.
good time?
Okay.
How was
okay.
it? Did you guys take pictures? Where did you go?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Come on, Dr. Simone. Give me something now.
I'm not going to treat you any different when
Okay.
you get back.
Okay.
But when I go somewhere,
No.
it's not tit for tat. It's not tit for tat.
Right.
Right.
But if I decide that I need to get away, I think sometimes people might need to get away by themselves. It
That's
doesn't
true.
necessarily mean that
No
your spouse
doubt.
is cheating because
No,
they're by
no.
themselves.
Right.
It doesn't mean it because this is the thing. Bottom line.
Okay.
I had a boyfriend of mine who told me once before, you can be with a person 24 hours a day
That's right.
and they can still cheat.
That's true.
There you
That's
go.
The reason why he said that is because he was cheating.
Oh, wow.
true. That's true.
Well,
You can be with someone 24 hours a day.
That's true.
And someone can still
That's
cheat.
true.
The bottom line is either you trust the person you're with or you don't.
That's
And if you trust them and they defy your trust, that's not you, that's them. Because eventually you're going to find out about it. You know,
Comes
there's
full
the old
circle.
cliche, what
Yeah,
happens in the
the
dark,
dark
what comes to
always
light.
come to
And
light
there's
every
something
chance.
that you may not find out about. And
Yeah, that's
talking about
true.
if you're in a marriage.
Yeah.
If you're in
Yeah.
a marriage. Especially. I'm not talking about dating if you're in a marriage. There's some things you may not find out about, but I tell you one thing, if you are the type of person, you and your spouse, you made an oath to God, a covenant, and you go do that and you really believe in the oath or the covenant you made with this person and with God, your spouse may not find out, but eventually I really think that something down the line is going to
yep.
surface
Yes.
somehow. They may not ever find out,
No doubt.
but I think there will be some repercussions,
No doubt.
you know,
No doubt.
eventually.
No doubt.
Somehow.
And what I basically was trying to do, and Lady G kind of, we went there, there was a purpose for that. Because women are used to them doing these type of deals, but they're not used to men doing them. And it's just it's not normal. I don't think it's normal that a man will go somewhere without taking you and go by himself. But I just wanted to rough the fellas a little bit to know what would it be
but
like.
would you be okay with me going by myself?
Oh yeah, well, it's normal.
You be fine with it?
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah,
Me
to me.
just getting on a plane going to Cancun.
Well,
by
long as you
myself.
with
No,
some
by
friends.
myself.
Oh, no.
Would I be? Yeah,
I'm by myself.
yeah. I would be okay with it. I would be okay with it.
Girl.
Well, wait a minute, because guess
you
what?
talking about?
Well,
What
guess
you
what? Here's the deal. Then help me, Lotus. Don't just be behind the counter. Help me now. I got 3 women out here now, Miss Lotus. Yeah, I know that, but you gonna balance it. You gonna balance it out.
Yeah, I can
Ethics
see
I got
not
cousin Mays
here.
here.
I'm cool.
Ethics not here to help
Going with
you.
friends, but when you're going by yourself, what do you need What do you need to go by yourself somewhere for? Why we need that?
I'm gonna get to why we need it, but here's the deal I'm trying to get at. Then you don't trust me if I can't go by myself, regardless.
Okay.
Benjamin said, this is what Benjamin said, side eye when you return. He said the side eye when you return.
See, that's what I'm saying. A group of friends, that it's when you going by yourself. I don't feel. I mean,
I know that's right then.
No, not when we in the group.
Oh, that's epic.
What's up, bro? Epic.
Hey, yo, teaming up on OB over there.
Yeah, they working. They jugging me pretty good. Even Lotus. No, we're having a great time, but yeah, we just roughing the fellas a little bit. How do you feel about it, bro? Epic. How do you feel about? Is it okay for your spouse to go by herself out of town, or how do you feel about a man going by himself? Is it doable? You got to pack your bags when you get back.
Oh man, they're gonna be looking at you with the heat of 10,000 suns, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna look at you when you come back like, hey,
man.
gotta go through a screen test.
That's true. Yeah, that's true, man. And then Miss Gloria really let me have it because she said, you ain't going nowhere. But you need to go far by yourself.
The question is, when you have all those restrictions and limitations, do you sometimes feel like you're incarcerated or something? How does that make you feel?
Is that me or Miss Lady G?
Miss Lady G.
What do you mean?
Say it one more time, bro.
I said, if you feel like, man, if someone's overseeing you all the time, if you got a lot of restrictions and limitations, and feel like you can't just live life, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like you're incarcerated or bound?
Ooh, I've never felt like that before. No, I haven't been in that situation. No, that's
not just for Lady G. I'm sorry, that's for everybody.
I don't have that issue.
That's for everyone. How do you feel?
Yeah, I would feel like I was in prison myself with restrictions, can't do anything. I'm sure
that's control.
That's a control issue at that point. That's when you have to run. You have to run away from that. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't.
Insecurity, big time.
Are you there, Brad? Epic?
I'm there because I was listening to your 1 week vacation with the bros in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
She says she's okay with that. Dr. Simone says she's okay. Cousin May says she's cool with it. Even Lotus says she's cool with that.
It's that you going by yourself.
Right. Well, you know what? We have Dorothy. She says when your relationship is secure, it is okay for you to have time with your friends, and he have time with the guys. If you have a relationship that is not secure, it can be in jeopardy right there.
Right there.
Where you trust.
That's good. Is that distance? Is that a sign of a healthy relationship? If you can actually go away 2 weeks, is that a sign of a healthy relationship?
Not 2 weeks, but I think you can get away with a week, bro.
Maybe a week.
That 2 weeks.
Okay. So where is it at? Is it 10-day mark? Where is it?
I just said 5 days. 5 days to Jamaica for man, because most men ain't gonna do that by themselves anyway. But some might would. But definitely a boyfriend might say, "Well, hey, I'm going with the boys." Or, well, he might be with a fraternity or anything, or she might. I'm just saying, it's just not normal. Usually, when a brother, whatever color he is, if he's going to a place like that, he's gonna take his woman with him.
Right.
True. But I think every once in a while, sometimes people might need to get away.
Right.
If they're going through something and they just need a release, it could be possible.
True that.
But would you say somebody said side eye?
That was Benjamin. That was the time out the side eye when you return. I don't blame you.
Gotcha. Okay, we just having fun, brother. We trying to fill in. We missing you, man. And hey, I'm glad you called in. And hey, You can stay on. How you gonna stay on the line, or want me to hold? Well, you can stay on the line if you like.
No, I'm gonna get on off. I was just wanting to join in on the fun.
There you go.
All right.
Miss you.
All right, baby.
All right. Y'all have
All
a good
right.
night.
Bye-bye.
Hey, we through now. You might want to call in again. All right.
We have about 15 minutes to go. We have 972-882-6146. That's our number to dial in if you'd like to call in. Again, 972-882-6146. You might want to ask OB a question. He's the Lone Ranger tonight. Tonight, so give OB some help, somebody. Anybody? Even though it's going to help him out tonight.
Go on. Go.
Well, let us go back to what we were talking about. I'm going to stick there just for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The trust factor, because let me tell you something. That's scary. I've been married before, and I've had girlfriends before. I really can truly say I didn't trust neither one of them. And that's not that they were doing anything wrong. I'm really thinking about it right now. I didn't trust them. You know, if they wanted to spend the night over a friend's house, we would ride by. I'd get my partner and say, man, let's ride by.
Oh, my goodness.
My girlfriend says she's spending the night over. Let's see if the light on.
Oh my goodness.
I've even rode by churches where my ex-wife said she was at revival with her mom. I didn't believe it. And wait a minute.
Wow.
Look here. Even though I saw her mama car out there, my partners them curtain. I said, man, let's go up in this church.
Wow.
I would go in and sit down and be looking.
Oh my goodness.
I would have been done.
Oh,
It would have been over.
That control OB.
Y'all insecure.
Okay.
Insecure.
It would have been over.
I don't know no girlfriend that I trust. I really don't.
Okay, there has to be
Wow.
behind it, OB.
Well, I didn't trust myself, first of all.
Oh, okay.
But-
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't trust myself. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't doing right or wasn't going to do right.
Well, then that's where it comes from.
But,
Yeah.
but I know what you're saying, but I've dated people that I knew that ain't their style, but still I wasn't going to,
And so
something that was just,
that's some issues you got going on.
yeah,
right
if she
there.
went to bed early, I can even answer my phone call. I went to sleep. You ain't went no sleep at no 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Where were you at? You were at? I just didn't.
I can't do it. I can't do it. No, ma'am.
Miss Barbara, we're welcome to have you back again. You have something you'd like to say to us tonight?
Yes, I want to know why you don't trust.
Well, Miss G just got me. Can you call us tomorrow? No, I don't trust Miss Barbara because I've been through life where I wasn't trustworthy. So it's a scary thing.
Trustworthy.
It's a scary thing to know the things that I have done that somebody would do them to me. So I've never trusted no woman at all in my life. I'm just being honest with you. I've never.
You must didn't have the right woman.
Yes, no, Miss Barbara, no, and that's the deal I'm trying to explain to them. I know I did, but still, it was still me. You know what I'm saying? I had some great. My ex-wife was a great trustworthy woman, as far as I'm concerned, and the one I have now. But it's just the fact that,
Like you said, insecurity, insecure.
man, I'm so insecure because. Miss Barbara, can you call in next Monday? We got a whole nother topic for me and you. And I'm going to tell you why I'm insecure like that is because I've seen...
I'm going to call back in
No,
next time and I want the answer.
No, I'm going to give you the answer now. I was just playing. No, I'm going to give you the answer now. I was just playing. Miss Barbara, I have been out of town and I've been so many clubs and nightclubs and these women were married and here visiting from out of town. And I was able to have fun with them the same night I met them. So and these people got kids and stuff, so not seeing you, not seeing my teammates here, it's just the fact that I've been through so much to where trust. Oh my goodness, goodness. One of the ladies here made a deal with somebody. She read what somebody said. If you can be with a person 24 hours in a day and they can still cheat, I know that to be a fact.
Yeah.
Sure they can.
So it's just me. It ain't nobody else. It's just me. I just don't.
I just want to know why you don't trust.
Pray for me. Pray for me. I need prayer. But I don't. I just think, man, I'm like that old movie Any Given Sunday. I just think the right person is always out there, because I've been that right person before. I've talked to ladies, wasn't nothing wrong with their relationship. It was beautiful. They loved it, but they talked to me too long.
All right. All right. Now, I'm gonna continue to pray for you.
Pray for me.
Get some trust.
Get down on both knees.
And Barbara, get the Crisco out, because olive oil won't do, okay?
Let me
Get the Crisco out, Barbara.
Oh.
Get the Crisco out, Barbara. Olive oil won't do. Oh, thank you.
No.
Wow.
Thank you.
Where were we?
Nikita Mal said, I believe each person should be able to live life to the fullest without changing themselves. Respect is key. Respect each other.
Wow, that's
respect the differences and trust one another.
True
Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you. That was good.
Lady G, before you come on, I got a quick question for you. Oh, it's
It's epic holiday.
come on, baby. Where you at?
Oh, love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, got a question for y'all. So, can I have several female friends and their friends? And ladies, can you have, my question to OB is, can your woman have lots of male friends? That's the question for the floor.
Who's going to take it first? Anybody want to go first?
Yes.
Lady G, say
Why?
yes.
Why I say
I wanna
yes.
know why.
Well, especially if the friendships were already developed before we met.
Okay.
Because I have friends, but I always try to include now my husband with, is friends with those friends now as well. And as crazy as it may sound, my ex-boyfriend, his grandmother was married to one of my cousins. So our family was, I know, it's intertwined.
Look, she's
it's
looking
intertwined.
like, what?
Yeah. My ex-boyfriend that I was dating before I met my husband, his grandmother, who's deceased, and was married to my cousin.
Oh, wow.
So we grew up together, thinking we were family, but we weren't blood.
Right.
It was because because we were married, just like this. We stayed on. But still today, my friend, he was like my best guy friend, but we had dated. And I just will regret that to today, because we had such a beautiful friendship, and I ruined it by dating. But we're still friends. We're still friends today, and the family, we're still connected. So I think you can. I think that you can. It's never been an issue in my family. Let me just say that it's not an issue with me. Now I'm trying to think of my husband, and if he has friends, and as a matter of fact, he does. He has co-workers that he used to work with down in Killeen, and he actually went to go visit them. I did not have an issue with that.
Okay.
It was 3 ladies.
Oh, man.
They all met up together. They went to, I think, like a spoken word or something. He had a blast.
Yeah.
A really good time, and I didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Like I said, that friendship, and I don't really know them. I'm not I'm not close to them like that. Right. But the fact that he was, I was okay with that.
And it's probably good to keep it like that, because you might see something that you like. Oh,
wait a
okay.
minute now.
Yeah.
Hold on. No.
I got you. You're like, I think it's a little more than that. Nothing going on, but
right.
this other person a little too touchy, and it can ruin that friendship. How do you feel about it, Dr. Simone?
I'm gonna let.
Okay.
So what you think, Cousin Maze?
Solomon says yes, but they should know your partner.
Right.
Which is very important.
Right.
And Jamie said, if you don't trust yourself, how can basically you trust someone else?
True that.
Like
I guess
those
that's
comments.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm not there now, but I'm saying at the
Right.
present, doing something. I'm past that now.
Okay.
I just think it depends on the people and who
Yeah.
the people are and what their motives are. You can tell someone has a motive and someone's just being.
Oh yes.
In most cases, you can. And it just comes down, you have to trust your spouse.
No doubt.
You have to trust your spouse. I know when I was married, my ex-husband had a friend, and they were still friends. It was an ex-girlfriend.
Right.
And the funny part about it, she and I became good friends. Until this day,
Wow.
we're
Right.
still friends.
Yeah.
No
Right,
Because,
right.
Yeah.
they dated in high school. It wasn't a big deal. And so we were all grown, something that happened in the past, but I didn't hold it against her. And to this day, she and I are friends. So it can happen.
Sure it can.
It can happen.
I don't think guys can handle that, though.
You don't
5
think you
minutes.
No, I don't think guys can handle knowing your wife has a friend that she's been with, and he's at the house having at the Super Bowl party. He's having fun at the house, shoes off and everything. I don't think that'll work. I don't think guys. I'm just speaking from a guy standpoint. I've seen it before, and I don't know how they pull it off, but oh man, I'm talking about the guy and the lady. They live right here in Texas. They dated for like 5 or 6 years, and they broke up, and she got married. But the guy she was dating still comes over to the house and kicks back like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing here? Who left the gate open? You know. But hey,
it depends on where the relationship is.
I think so.
You trust that person.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
not even
so.
about the other person. It's not your spouse. Can you trust your spouse?
True that.
You know, and how do you feel about it? You know, a lot of times your intuition can tell
and she
you.
has to trust him too. I guess.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather deal with that's open and you know that person's not having a relationship with your spouse and somebody I don't know anything about and it's going
Right.
on.
Right.
How much time do we have?
About 3 4 minutes.
4
4
minutes.
minutes. Can I have one more minute?
That insecurity thing drives me nuts. I cannot deal with it. My patience is very short. And to understand that I work in special education, so I have patience for children and I love children, but for adults, I do have patience to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I really do. And insecurity, it's a turn off. And I'm walking away because I cannot deal with that. Can't deal with that. I can't constantly explain and you're not understanding it or it's not registering. You know, some people don't have the common sense, which does not grow in everyone's garden. Sorry to say that, but it is what it is. Can't deal with it.
Well, I think for our last 3 minutes or whatever we have, I think if anybody want to make comments on all the texts that we did, and if whoever would like to give a little what next week will be about.
Well, I can talk a little bit about the conversation topic tonight. I think we had a great topic tonight. And Charlotte, we're waiting on you to call next week.
Yes.
From 6 to 8 again next week. Yes. Charlotte, hopefully you can call in. But Charlotte did say it was a great discussion, and we do appreciate that, Charlotte. I think we did have a great discussion tonight, and I appreciate all the people who did the text and text in. If you have to depart from your friends due to a relationship, seems like you're not living a wholesome life. Slight captivity. Woo.
I like that, Nikita.
Nikita Miles, thank you for that. So I just want to say thank you to all the people engaged with us tonight. We do appreciate you guys.
Yes.
We do.
Thank you so much. Myself, what next week? What is our topic? You have at least one for next Monday that we'll hit the show off with that you could share.
We have a lot of them.
Just trying to narrow it down.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to it. So, any more comments on any of our other texts for tonight? That trust factor is definitely strong. That's strong, and that friendship deal. My last comment on the friendship deal before we go, Lady G. After you've tried all you can try, do we just let it go on trying to fix friendships? You just let it go.
I do believe when you have done all that you know to do,
Gotcha.
Because like I said, it's different seasons.
Yes,
you know?
true that. Different if you didn't have any new friends added to you. You might hurt you a little bit. You might, but you're saying just let it go. I agree with what you're saying. What about you, Dr. Simone?
What, as far as friendship, just let it go?
After you've tried and it just it ain't there no more, all you got is reminiscing. Other than that, no future.
And you can just tell the tension. You know, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
There you go.
I've done it before.
Gotcha.
And then sometimes you can have the friendship in a different space. Sometimes you don't have to let that person go completely, but you're in a different space. But you know that when it comes down to it, like if you have something major that happens, you lose a loved one, you're going to be there.
There you go.
But it's okay.
That's true.
You release, but sometimes
True. I want to say this last deal, and I'm going to come in on what y'all said. And Cousin Mays, I'm going to let you close out with what you think about should you let it go. Y'all spoke about friends that you don't talk to for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think your real friends you don't have to talk to on a regular basis.
That's right.
The fake ones you do.
Oh.
The fake ones you do because you got to stay in tone with them. You know, you have to keep them. What they say, keep your enemies
closer and closer.
That's how those fake friends are. You have to keep them close.
Them frenemies.
But real friends, you don't even have to see them for a year. You know they love you.
Like you said, you pick up right where you left off.
Pick up right where you left off.
I think that sometimes you can have close friends that you do talk to every day or every other day. I think it's possible.
That's true.
Not everybody.
Yeah,
not everybody.
Yeah, so close.
So, Cousin Mays, your last comments, and we're going to close our show out tonight. What a wonderful show.
If you done everything you could do to salvage the friendship and the other person doesn't want to respond, that means they don't want any part of you. Just let it be and keep going because someone else better may come through. And I do want to also say, for our Facebook family that's following us, be sure if you want to hear some topics posted on our conversation page, let us know what you want to hear or talk about. Please post it on there. Share our page. Like our page.
There you go. You said not 100.
1,000.
The conversation with the number 5.
Number 5 is conversation with the number 5 at the end, and you can pull it up. Once you pull it up in the search, it's the very first one. You can find us there.
Well, good people, we thank each and every one of y'all that did listen in and the ones that was watching. We thank you and hope that you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm OB. I'm definitely glad to be here with Cousin Mays, Lady G, Dr. Simone. Bro, Epic is out, but hey, his presence is missed, but we still feel his spirit here. And once again, thank you, Lotus J, for having us on the High Vibe. We're definitely honored to be here.
I always love good conversation.
The conversation.
The conversation.
The conversation.
Conversation.